Namaskar. India Meteorological Department welcomes you in Delhi weather briefing. The highlights of the Delhi weather briefing are that the heat wave conditions over northwest and central India are likely to continue till 1st of May and weaken and decrease from 2nd May and abate from 3rd May onwards. And over East India, these are likely to continue till tomorrow and from 1st May onwards. The heat wave conditions over East India are likely to gradually abate. And there is also likely formation of a low pressure area over South Andaman Sea around 5th of May. If you look into heat wave conditions observed during past 24 hours at 17:30 hours IST of yesterday, then we can see that the heat wave conditions have been observed in many parts over Punjab, Northwest Rajasthan and Vidarbha, and in some parts over Himachal Pradesh, West Madhya Pradesh and Jharkhand, and in isolated pockets of Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, East Rajasthan, East MP, Gujarat State, Bihar, Gangetic, West Bengal, and Odisha. Here, as we can see, that the temperatures over the central belt of India and over northern belts, the temperatures are running between more than 43 degrees centigrade and going up to 46 degrees centigrade. Over Hisar, the highest maximum temperature was reported yesterday. 46 degrees centigrade. Over Ganganagar and Churu, the maximum temperatures were reported 45.7 and 45.5. And over Vidarbha, we can see four stations have reported more than 45 degree centigrade temperatures. These conditions are likely to continue during the next 3 days. As we can see here, that the heat wave conditions are likely to continue till 1st of May over the entire region. On 2nd of May, the severity of the heat wave over Punjab, Haryana, West UP, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Vidarbha is likely to reduce their intensity and their distribution as well. And from 2nd May onwards, as we can see, under the influence of an approaching western disturbance, which is likely to affect northwest India from the night of 1st May. So we can see here that from 2nd May, the intensity of the heat wave and its distribution as well would decrease, is likely to decrease, and on 3rd May the heat wave conditions are likely to abate over the entire plains of northwest India, and also over the East India. These heat wave conditions are likely to become weaker on 1st of May. As we can see here, that only on day 3 only the heat wave conditions are there over Jharkhand and Odisha, interior Odisha only, and on 2nd of May, there is no heat wave conditions over here due to the encroachment of lower level easterlies from the Bay of Bengal. So, and if we look into the impact of western disturbance, approaching western disturbance. So today there is a western disturbance roughly along 62 degree of longitude to the north of 32 degree of latitude, and there is an east-west trough extending from West UP up to sub-Himalayan West Bengal across East UP and Bihar, and there is another north-south trough extending from central parts of Madhya Pradesh to south interior Karnataka across Vidarbha, Marathwada, and north interior Karnataka in lower tropospheric levels. So under the influence of these systems, so here we can see that there is currently a western disturbance is running roughly along 62 degree of longitude. So under its influence, there is likelihood of isolated to scattered rainfall, light rainfall over western Himalayan region, that is Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, Muzaffarabad, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand during next 3 days. And also there is a probability of thunderstorm and lightning over these three subdivisions during next 3 days. And from 2nd of May, from 1st May night, in fact, when the other western disturbance would affect the northwest India, so there is likelihood of thunderstorm and lightning over the western Himalayan region. On 2nd May, Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, Muzaffarabad, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and 3rd May as well. And on 3rd of May, there is probability of isolated hailstorm over these regions also. And over Punjab, Haryana, West UP, and Rajasthan, there is possibility of dust storm as well as a thunderstorm at isolated places on 2nd and 3rd of May. And under the impact of the current western disturbance, which is roughly along 62 degree longitude, although it is a weaker western disturbance, there is a likelihood of dust storm activity over Punjab, Haryana, and over East Rajasthan during next 2 days, and also over strong dust raging wind likelihood is there also over Uttar Pradesh on 30th of April and 1st of May. And over Northeast India, the current, as we can see, the activity, the fairly widespread to widespread activity with the isolated heavy rainfall is likely during next 5 days. It is likely to continue over Assam and Meghalaya, and over Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, and Tripura, scattered to fairly widespread rainfall is likely light to moderate rainfall during next 5 days, and there is possibility of isolated heavy rainfall over Manipur and Tripura on 3rd of May, and over Arunachal Pradesh during next 24 hours. So that's all for today. Tomorrow we'll again meet with the Delhi weather briefing for weather warning during next 5 days. Thank you and goodbye.